Hey you guys, it's Jasx Aigner. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a glueless lace closure sew-in. As you can see, my client has a head full of hair, okay? So I was asking her where would she like her closure to be placed. I want to just start by first apologizing because this video was made on my phone. I've been having some technical difficulties with Final Cut on my computer, so you guys have to bear with me, all right? I know I'm pretty far away and it looking all, sketchy. We in the kitchen, but this video was super impromptu, so I just wanted to get it out there and show you guys my technique for this particular style. So what I'm doing right now is pretty much braiding the hair straight to the back. These are the braids that's going to be underneath the closure. These are the ones that's going to be directly underneath. So a lot of people like to do their sew-ins with the braids going the opposite direction. I don't really know how to explain it, but the braids are pretty much going outwards. But I like to do this first. So it's going to be probably 6 to 7 braids going straight back so that it's super, super flat underneath the closure. All right, so what I'm doing right now is pretty much putting the closure on top to see how many braids that I need to go, how many more braids I need to go directly underneath the closure. So now I'm going to make my braids go sideways. These are going to be my anchor braids. These braids are going to be the ones that I sew the closure to. I hope this makes sense. This is what I'm going to be sewing the outside of the closure to. You guys will see. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. All right, so now I'm doing the exact same thing to the other side. This braid is going to be my anchor braid as well. So what that means is I'm literally going to sew the closure down directly onto this braid. The braids that are going straight back, those are the braids that would be underneath the closure. We did them straight back so that they're super, super flat. Now I'm going to braid the first braid into the second braid. So all of these braids would be going into each other. I hope this makes sense. So the braids that are going straight back, what I'm going to do with that is literally braid that into the hair for the braids that's going to be in the back. I hope this all makes sense. I'm going to be showing you guys the end result for this foundation in a second. Just keep watching. All right, so as you guys can see, this is the end result. All of the braids are going right into each other, so you can see exactly what I was talking about. This is the best foundation for a lace closure because that means it's going to allow you to have everything super flat. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the ball cap, and you want to sew that down. I'm only going to be using the middle part of the ball cap for where her closure will be. You don't need the entire cap to be kept on, but I mean, whatever floats your boat. If you want to keep it on, keep it on. But my clients personally like to get into their scalp, so we're going to go ahead and cut this excess cap off. So as you can see, I went ahead and sewed an elastic band on the outside of the closure. This is what you want to do to keep the tension on the front of the closure. You're going to have your client hold the front of the closure while you place the elastic band around the perimeter of their head. This step is super important to your glueless lace closure being super flat and tight. Now I'm going to go ahead and sew down the elastic band on my anchor braids. Once you're finished with that, you're going to sew down you're going to sew down the closure like normal. The elastic band will be cut. You guys are going to see me do that in a second. So you want to make sure that the elastic band is super tight. You don't want to cut off your client's circulation or nothing, but you do want it to be super tight because that way the front of the closure is going to sit really flat. All right, you can see it's super tight, flat, and now I'm going to go ahead and cut off the remaining elastic band. You do not need to sew down a lot of elastic band, as you guys can see. If you need to, you can go back and rewind. Now all I'm doing is sewing in the tracks. I really didn't go into detail on this part because if you are doing a lace closure sew in, 9 times out of 10, you should already be knowing how to sew in some tracks, okay? So we're just going to fast forward over this part. Now I'm going to go ahead with my mousse, setting lotion, foam, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm using the Cantu brand, and then I'm going to go ahead and pluck this closure. You guys, my client closure was not bleached. I was not happy about that because she didn't tell me that she needed it to be bleached, so I didn't know, but we made it work either way. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut off this the lace on the closure. As you guys can see, this is no glue, no gel, strictly sewed down. And now I'm just going to go ahead and pluck a little more. If you guys want to see how I pluck my closure in detail, I will leave the link to that video in the description box, because y'all know I had to go in, especially with the closure not being bleached. And I was not too fond of this closure, but like I said, we made it work. Okay, we made it work. Alright, so once I finished up with the plucking, I went ahead and did a few baby hairs with the eyebrow razor. This is the best thing I like to use. I'll be using Gorilla Glue to lay some baby hairs down. Again, with Gorilla Glue, a little goes a long way, okay? You do not need a lot. Like, you would be just fine with literally a dime size. So now I'm just going ahead and styling her. I put a few curls in this hair. My client did not want any layers, so we had to go back and forth. I ended up putting a little layers. I'm like, girl, you need a little layers. Okay, I'm not going to cut off the length. We just need some body. We need some body. So I finally talked her into letting me cut some layers, putting some curls in. And she isn't a girly girl, y'all, so I was so proud of her. She's so goofy. So I was proud of her for letting me do this install and just make it super cute. So just keep watching so you guys can see the end result. Alright, you guys should know by now, a tip to get the top of your lace super flat is to use a hot comb, of course. I got this one from my local beauty supply. This is one that plugs in. This is not one for the stove. Y'all see how far that stove is back there? We had to work with what we got, okay? So this would do just fine. You can also order it off Amazon, I believe. But like I said, I got mine from the beauty supply, and it works just fine. I love this little baby. And that is the final look, you guys. She loved her hair. You can see it is super flat, super cute, and it's no glue. That's the best part. You don't have to worry about maintenance. You just have to keep the top of your hair clean, and that's pretty much it. You know, keep them baby hairs on fleek, and you'll be all right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you learned anything, please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later.